stop, make sure our stamina's built up in case we gotta run, because we are gonna have to run. How's it going, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. We are back on Medieval Dynasty today. And I'll show you an update of what's going on with the town, and then we are actually going to go and try to find a mine, which is going to be a little bit dangerous just because of the bears and the wolves, but I think we'll be alright. We're just going to make sure we're completely clean. So that's why we're taking a dip in the river. We're going to drink, we're going to eat, we're also going to take some food with us. And I think from there we'll be alright. So as you can see, I did do an extension over there on the right side, which I will go over in just a second. Let's go grab some food first. Actually, I guess I can tell you guys at the same time. So I built 3 houses here and a barn over there. I was going to do the farming shed for the last building that we talked about in the prior video, but the reason why I only went with the the reason why I went with the barn is because if you look up in the top right, we're on chapter 8. Chapter 6 was to build a barn, and honestly I don't know what chapter 7 was. It auto completed, so I'm assuming it might have been a smithy or something, because I did build a smithy. Or no, did I build a smithy? I didn't build a smithy, did I? I didn't build a smithy. I did build a smithy. So I built a smithy. I built a sewing cabin, tailoring cabin, what is this called? Sewing hut. And then I also built another wood place. So she is one of the new villagers. We have 3 new villagers, but we still have an extra house because one of the females I put with one of the males. So if you look in here, you can see that we currently have 4 females. We have 2 males. You can see I did move some of them around. We have Bernadetta as a cook, Bolbor, I'm assuming that's how you say that, as a miner. Our lumberjack is Bolmir. Wait, where is she at? Why is it not showing her on here? Who are you? Huberta. It's probably because I clicked on her. What if I go... There we go. Okay, so we have 2 lumberjacks. We have Bolmir and Huberta. Huberta, I have no idea. We're going to call her Berta. We have Filiberta, who is a hunter, and then we have Lorelei, who's a hunter, and then we have Lamberta. Jesus Christ, so many Bertas. I didn't even pay attention to the names. Who's our water carrier. So we have no one assigned to the barn, no one assigned to the smithy, and no one assigned to the sewing hut. We do need... Oh no, we have the miner. Okay, so he's just getting rock? Stone? If we take a look real quick. Yeah, so he's getting stone. And then if we take a look at the woodshed, you can see I have 1 woodshed getting 60 sticks per day. The other woodshed is getting logs, I believe. Yeah, 41 logs per day. So that's all being perfectly set up. The reason why I have that is because logs, sticks, and stone are basically how you build the houses. We also need straw, but I'm not really worried about the straw because we can go get that ourselves. Plus, I think we still have over 1,000 at the moment, so it's not that big of a deal. But so the extra 4 houses that you guys, or that I did, was these ones here. Or the 3 buildings I did was these. We had, oh my god, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's all scrambled in my head. So in the last video, we had 13 houses where we could build up to 20. So we had 7 that we could build. So we built 1 smithy, we built 1 sewing hut, and 1 other woodshed. That was 3. Then we built the 3 houses we have down here on the left. That makes 6. So we could build 1 more. Now I was going to go with, like I said, the farming shed, because if you look, it says workers employed here will work in the fields and orchards. So I was going to put that over there where the barn is. But then I remembered it's kind of a smaller building. It'll actually fit right here. And as I was going to build it, I looked up in the top right where the chapter is. And like I said, chapter 6 said build a barn and it will take you to the next chapter. The next chapter was going to ping to where we can make 30 buildings. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just build this. And then on when it goes to chapter 7, it'll let us build 10 more buildings. So I went ahead and I did that. I built a barn and it automatically bumped us up to chapter 8. So I'm assuming chapter 7 was probably either build the smithy or build the sewing hut or maybe another woodshed, something along those lines, or maybe even get your population up to a certain amount. I know if you guys go back and you watch my other videos, you guys can see what chapter 7 is. I'll probably look it up for you guys, but at the moment I don't know because I have not went back myself and done it. But we did do the barn, so it went up to chapter 8. So now instead of being able to build 30 buildings, we can actually build 40. So we can actually double everything that we have right now. I'm not too concerned about it yet. We'll end up putting the farming shed right here, and then we'll probably get rid of these cabbages. We'll start closer to the road. We'll do a straighter line, hopefully right there. And then we'll do as much as we can coming this way, and that will be our first farm. More than likely what I'll do is I'll do 2 different farms, or at least 2 different types of crops. We need flax seed, F-L-A-X. Flax seed is how you get the linen for the for anything in here. And we need linen in order to make the bow, which I did learn some other stuff if you look in here. So we already went over the sitting stump. Nothing in there. You can see there we learned the bow a long time ago. The bow we do need, if I click on it, you guys can see on the bottom right, well, kind of middle right, it says required resource. We need 1 log and 1 linen thread. We don't have any way to make linen thread yet. That's why we need the flax seed, so that we can start making bows. And then if we scroll down, we still haven't learned anything with the healing stuff. We did learn the stone campfire, which I already showed you guys that. And then in here, I learned the recurve bow, which is probably, in my opinion, the best bow in the game. There are other bows above it, like there's the longbow and stuff like that, but I do like the recurve bow. I might switch to the longbow or one of the other ones, but at the moment, the recurve bow to me is the best one. It costed 1,500 coin. So I had to literally run around and make a whole bunch of knives and everything in order to learn that. But same thing, it does require linen thread, so we still need more linen thread. And then if you look in here, there's the barn, there's the farm shed, nothing in there. The bucket, we finally learned that, so we can eventually put someone over at the workshop and have them start making buckets. Kitchen, we didn't really learn anything in there. Smithy, I do want to start learning the copper stuff, which is why we're going to go and find a cave. The problem with that is we need to basically, in order to get like iron or anything like that and get it automated, we're going to have to set up a mine, and the mine is actually going to take a while to get. So, and then in here we learned how to do linen thread, the bag, the linen fabric, and then at the bottom, the small pouch and the simple backpack, which will help us carry more stuff. But yeah, so right now the job that's up in the top left that's unassigned, I believe, is probably the barn. If we come in here, go to management, take a look at the jobs, the well, why does it show no assignments? Okay, I just haven't have them do anything. Let's have you doing a bucket a day, 2 buckets a day, but you probably don't even have enough buckets. So 2 buckets a day, 1 water skin a day. There you go, and that'll put her at 60% working. Okay, and then the hunting lodge needs tools. The barn, that's the one that I have, I think, something assigned to. No, I don't. Okay, I didn't assign anything. So why is it red here? Oh, just because it's not being utilized, maybe? Sewing hut, smithy, workshop, yeah, okay. So then that symbol up there in the top right is for the hunting lodge. It's because they're out of knives. So we need to make more knives for them. So let's do that because we do need a constant thing of meat coming in. especially with more villagers. So let's grab a whole bunch of stone real quick. Actually, I think the stone is still depleted over here, but we're gonna go check real quick. Depleted? Yeah. Okay. We'll be alright. We'll just pick up some random stone. Grab that one. These 3, 4. Make our way over to the woods because we're gonna need sticks. And honestly, we could probably grab all of this stuff from the village, but I don't want to take resources that I'm trying to build up there when we don't need too many knives. Right now, we're probably just gonna make like 4. Like that'll be 2 for each hunter, and that should last a while. All right, now we can grab some sticks. And it's like 5 sticks or so per hunting knife. That one, that one. We need at least 2 more. Perfect. There we go. 20 sticks. 21, 22. Alright, and then make these. Perfect. We can make exactly 4. And then this is what I mean by it's automated. You guys will see how this works technically. So the hunting lodge or hunting hut, whatever you want to call it, is right here. This is the back of it. Oh, I thought that was a creature. So this is the hunting thing right here, hunting cabin. You can put the knives in there, in here. And they will use it from there, but if we come over here, and you can see that it already went away. It's just because they stopped working for the day. That's why they're all gathering. But we can come over here, we can take the knives and we can put them in here. So now what happens is the hunters will automatically grab stuff out of here, which it won't show them actually grab it. You'll just see the knives start disappearing, which let's see if they already start going away. I don't think they will. Yeah, there's still 4. So the knives will eventually start going away, and it's because the hunters are using them. So we have everything there. Now we're gonna head north, south. Yeah, we're gonna head south and try to find the mine that's up here. Before we do that, let's see here. Inventory. We're gonna eat food. Let's drop off the couple and sticks and stones we have. Main reason for that is because I want to be as light as possible, because the copper that we're going to be picking up, hopefully there's copper there, the copper we're going to be picking up is going to be heavy. We're not going to need, here, we'll go over here. That way they're not using our stuff. So we're not going to need, we might need an axe in case we have to recraft another pickaxe, so we'll keep that. We'll keep the bow for hunting. Keep the meat, obviously. I'm not worried about skinning anything. We're not going to be building up there, and shouldn't need to dig anything. So that should lighten up our load there. And then we're also going to be kind of doing this when it's dark, so because I think that's why they're all gathering around here, because it's almost nighttime, I think. But yeah, let's go ahead and head south, and we'll go try to find one of the mines. There is the one on the map that I showed you guys, but I could have swore there was another one. We might just go straight to the one that's on the map. That way I'm not wasting time or anything. Is that a wolf or lynx? It's a lynx. So whenever you see rock like this, there's usually, yeah, you can usually mine this stuff. You gonna run? Oh, okay. So like even this right here, you can mine this. So if you guys are trying to build up your extraction, which is what I'm trying to do, you can definitely come and get this rock. But I also want to get copper tools going. So that's why we're gonna go to the mine ourselves and go grab some copper. Plus we need to explore this part of the map and stuff. So so the mine that is clearly on the map, I don't see it. Am I too zoomed in? Oh my god, where is it? I'm probably like scrolling right over it. My eyes are going all over the place though. I think there's one here. That's why it has that little branch off. So we'll mark one there. How do I... There we go. Set waypoint. But there's another one up here. I know there is. It was obvious. I think I showed it to you guys the other day. Where are we at? Right there. Here it is. Right here. That's where we're going. So we'll go to that one. Just because technically it's the closest one. There is also one up right above Branica. I mean, it's basically the same distance. The only difference with these two is the river right here. And I don't want to have to run across that water. So we're just going to go to the one up here. But all of the caves, for the most part, do have wolves and bears near them. So you have to be careful no matter what. That's why I brought the bow, so that if we do run into something, hopefully we can kill it before it kills us. Wolves, if you can hit them in the face with the arrow, usually one shot, I think, before they have taken two. Bears, on the other hand, even in the face, they will still charge you. So I don't remember how many arrows they take, but it is a lot. Which makes sense, it's a bear. I'm just saying, if you guys run into a bear, just be very careful. We are actually almost there, and I do think there's a bear up here somewhere. I think we'll hear him before we see him, but I am a little worried because I don't hear or see anything. But we are almost there already. Actually, I guess we can just keep running. It'll tell us up in the top left. Oh, like that. It says wolf. There's a wolf right there. And he sees us. Come on, buddy. Make your move, boy. Oh, he saw the rabbit. Yeah. And this is what I was talking about. So we don't need to, I mean, technically we could skin him. But we're not going to. I killed him only because he would end up killing us. I know, you guys hate me. Anything that's dog-like you shouldn't be killing in video games. But it's either me or them. So, I get back my arrow. I saw it. Did it disappear? It sure did. Okay, well. Okay, come this way. The mines, I will say, unless they changed them, because they have done some updates since the last time I played this, the mines all pretty much look the same. Like, once you get on the inside, they have pretty much the same layout. They're very generic, so I don't want you guys to be expecting anything like fancy or anything like that. As far as I know, there's 2 bears. Okay. So the mines, for the most part, once you go in them, like I said, they look generic, but as far as I know, nothing spawns in there, animal-wise. Oh, and he sees me already, wow. What's up, buddy? You're gonna come up here, aren't you? I don't think you'll die by a headshot. No. 2, 3. And I saw my arrows fall right down in this area. I think he'll come back. I'm a little worried about that. Let's try to grab the arrows. There we go. So 3 arrows to the face and he ran. The other one still hasn't really seen us. Let's crouch down and try to get in this cave. The cave is right here. But like I was saying, nothing spawns inside of the caves. Other than, like, animal-wise, nothing will spawn in there. But there will be, like, ore. I think you can find salt in here, rocks, things like that. Perfect. Let's get in there. Okay. So, yeah, they still look the same for the most part. So, as you can see here, it's kind of dark. I'm trying to lighten it back up. Come on. Okay, we might need a torch. How do we make a torch? Straw. We don't have straw on us. Alright, let me back up some to where it's a little bit light again. If it'll let me. Okay, so I don't know why it got dark like that. So this right here, that's copper. I keep hearing things behind me. The white right there on this part, that is, I believe, salt. It might be regular rock. Hopefully you guys can actually see this. Now, this is the same type of cave that you'll find iron in and stuff, except right now there's not going to be iron. You won't find iron until you build a mine. You might find some like laying on the ground and stuff like that, but you won't like be able to get iron out of the caves until you build an actual mine. So we're going to equip this stone pickaxe and we're going to start getting as much copper as it'll let us. So let's start with the first one up here. Is that this? Oh, that's the bear that's hurt. Okay. I don't know if they'll charge me in the cave. And we're not going to be able to carry that much copper. As long as we can carry enough to get at least 1 or 2 tools made, then I'll be happy. But this is also helping our extraction skill go up. This is, yeah, that's salt. We're not going to do that. And I'll try to bring a torch next time. If anything, I might be able to put some, I don't know if you can build in the cave. I might put some standing torches on the inside of the cave, if it'll let me. And it does say we're already overweight. You can see there that last one gave us quite a bit. But we also have stone on us, so I'm going to drop some of the stone as well. Look at that, we're already overweight. So let's come in here. We're going to drop all of the stone. So, square. All of it. There we go. That put us back under. Let's grab one more, and then we'll probably have to stop. I don't remember how many ores make... Because the ores basically... It works like any other game. You get the ores, you have to smelt them, turn them into bars, and then the bars is what's used to make the weapons. So I'm not sure exactly how many. Okay, yeah. We're underweight, but I would still like to be able to run, so we're just going to leave it like that. I don't know if that's the bear that's hurt or not. That's going to be bad. If that's not the one that's hurt and he attacks us, we're basically going to probably die. Because the other one took more than 3 arrows to the face. Well, he will take more than 3 arrows to the face. I don't know if we can outrun him. He sees me. Maybe not. Okay. There's the other one up there. Okay, we're not going to mess with him. We're just going to leave. Move move away from them real quick, and let's remark our home, which is way over here. I'm marking specifically my house because that's where it has the home marker at. And it always throws me off if I mark just like the center of the village and then it's like not there. Like the marker, I don't know, it's maybe an OCD thing. Like the marker will be like a bit to the left or something like that. I don't know, it just throws me off. Alright, we still do need to be careful with oh, you know what? We should have killed that bear. One of our missions is to kill a bear. Let's see if we can kill the one bear. But yeah, it just, I don't know. Like I said, it's just an OCD thing. I'd like to have the marker on the spot where I'm running to. Which, I mean, I'm still running to the village, but like, if I mark near the village and like when I get there, the marker is like off to the left, it just, I don't know, it bothers me. Yeah, we're gonna go back, we're gonna kill this bear real quick. Hopefully we attack the right one. I think it's up over the next mountain. No, it's right there. Okay. And that's probably the bear too. Hey buddy. Okay. Stop, make sure our stamina's built up in case we gotta run, because we are gonna have to run. Oh my god, that was scary. There we go. We lost all those arrows. That's fine. Okay, yeah. I don't know how long the stuff stays there, but now we only need a moose and a wincet. Wisn't. I don't know what that thing, I don't know how it's pronounced. In my mind, kept saying spelled. I don't know why. But yeah, so with that mission, the Wisent, whatever it's called, that is a buffalo. It's a bison. I could not figure it out in the last game. I had to basically run around until I figured out where it said like, oh, you discovered a Wisent, whatever. And then I would look at the map and I'm like, oh, it's a buffalo. I don't know if that's another name for buffalo, another name for bison. I have no idea. But yeah, that's what they call it in the game, in case anyone's wondering. It does kind of feel like we run a little bit faster, very tiny bit. We did put a point the last time into running, and then also when I was aiming at the rabbit, and it made me think about the bear. To go back. The whole reason I was going to shoot the rabbit is because if you're hunting along the way, even if you're not skinning, the skinning I think will also give you part of it, but if you're hunting along the way, it will increase your hunting skill, and you still want to have those skills up yourself, even though you have hunters like in your village, even though you have people doing extracting in your village, like myself, how I went and got the copper myself instead of waiting for them to be able to get the copper. That is because I'm trying to increase my extraction. And like I said, yes, eventually they'll be able to get copper as well. But if you can build up your own experience, I mean, honestly, I think you should be doing that in real life anyway. Like, instead of having other people do things for you, learn how to do it yourself. It's definitely a useful tool in real life and in games. So let's come over here. We're going to go over to the smithy while everyone is sleeping. We're going to come to the forge. We're going to craft the copper bars. Looks like we can make 12 maybe. craft all 12 of these bad boys. Which should be fine, because I think the weapons are going to take maybe 2 to maybe 3 copper bars. Okay, and then we can come over here. We can look at our tools. So these are the wooden tools, wooden weapons, stone tools, stone weapons. Where are the copper stuff? Is it over here? Here we go, copper tools. So we need to unlock some of these. We need to figure out what we want to make first, though. Copper knife would definitely come in handy. Just because we're going to be making stuff for our people as well. So we'll probably end up learning this one and the axes, because the shovel and the hammer we can make on our own, but the axes and the knife is what the villagers can use as well. So it'll make it to where they won't be going through the stuff as fast, like through the materials. Copper weapons. Not too concerned about the copper bolt. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. Well, that's the copper bolt. That's copper arrow. Bolts are used for crossbows. Arrows are used for regular bows, in case anyone's wondering. I know that might be self-explanatory to some people, but it wasn't to me when I first started playing. I also don't like that it takes 2 copper bars just to make 10 arrows. That's kind of ridiculous. And the spear, I have a copper spear that I found, but the spears I'm not really going to be using too much. And then we can make bronze stuff, bronze weapons, iron tools, iron weapons. So we'll stick with the wood arrows for now, or the stone arrows for now. But we can at least make... So let's unlock this one. We'll hit triangle there, and this one. And that leaves us with, like, yeah, 29 coin. So now we can start making, what's it called? Axes and knives for the villagers. And then the axe we can also use ourselves as well, so. But yeah, that's how that works. So the copper that we got, that we just smelted, we can go and we can put over here in the resource thing. And then once we assign someone to the actual smithy, they can start making that stuff on their own, at least while we have a constant flow of copper. So that flow of copper for the time being is going to be left up to me, since we don't have anyone collecting copper, since they can't yet. And if we look in here, nope, it's not going to be in there. Let's go back to the smithy. Because, or not the smithy, the mine, this thing. So if we look here, they can't get copper yet. Yeah, they can get stone, clay, limestone, and straw. So, how did I see before how they can get copper? I don't remember where it shows it. Is it in here? Extraction. There you go. So now that we have this highlighted, we need the actual mine, which we're only at 729. We need to be at 5,000 in technology for this. It says the type of extraction building workers employed here will be able to provide various minerals. Can only be built at the cave entrance. Doing so will deepen the cave. So that's how you get the iron, when you have the deeper cave. Extraction building workers employed, stone, straw. I don't remember. I mean, I could have swore there was a thing that specifically talked about them getting copper and iron and stuff. I can't remember where it's at, though. We can also do hunting lodge number 2. I might break down the hunting lodge 1 and just turn it into a 2. That's another thing, when you are building the buildings and stuff. So like these 3 buildings that I did over here, I kind of spaced them out. You want to probably leave a lot more space than I did. When you start upgrading your buildings, unless you're going to leave these the way they are. So if we look at the simple house, you can see it's bigger than the house that's there now. And I don't even know how much bigger the the other house is, because I can't select it yet. So just keep that in mind. If you when you do start upgrading, you're going to need a bigger area for your houses. I think it comes with more beds and everything though, so you'll be able to put more people in there. Maybe that's how I was getting 2 females and stuff like that to live together. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I am going to continue with the missions and everything. We're probably going to go get more copper and all that, start building copper stuff. I'll probably start making some copper knives to sell, maybe not. Just because I don't want to waste the copper, I'd rather use the copper here, and we'll just make stone knives to sell. That way I can unlock the rest of the copper stuff anyway. But yeah, for now, that's going to be it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about the game. Are you guys enjoying it? Is there anything else you guys want to see me do in the game? Just keep me updated, and I will keep you updated. But thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.